How's it going, everybody? FrostyLemon here, and tonight we're going to be looking at the 140 Pokemon and including forms and evolutions that have been confirmed so far for Pokemon Legends ZA. If you guys are excited for this video, drop a like and drop a sub if you're new here, and let's definitely get into it. So we're looking at, of course, like I said, we're going to be looking at a lot of forms and evolutions that haven't been already shown, but we know and we can add them just because, you know, the Pokemon has to evolve. I don't think they're gonna make it not evolve. Pokemon like, of course, let me see, Steelix, for example, has not been shown. I don't think Tyranitar was shown, but we saw Pupitar, so we can deduce, of course, that these Pokemon are going to be there by association. We're also including here the Mega Evolutions like Charizard and X and Charizard Y. We also have a few forms here with Zygarde, so we're going to include those as well. And because they are, at the end of the day, they are 3 standalone Pokemon, you can actually fight separately with all those 3 Pokemon. So getting started here, of course, Charmander line makes it to all of them. With both Mega Evolutions there, perhaps we could see a Charizard Z. A lot of people have been saying that might be the case. We'll have to wait and see. The Pidgey line, nothing new. We do not have a confirmation for Mega Pidgeot, so it's not included here. We do know that Ekans is in the game with Arbok. We also know that Pikachu, and then by association, Raichu. Of course, Pikachu is in all of them. I mean, that's not surprising. And actually, one of my favorite Grass types Pokemon is actually Weeping Bell and Victory Bell. So the Bellsprout line, one of my favorites. Absolutely love these Pokemon. Don't ask me why. I think because I don't know, it reminds me of my childhood, and I used to eat a lot of pears when I was a kid. So I don't know, I think that's where it's coming from. We also have Onix, and of course, by association, Steelix. So great Pokemon. We saw that Onix was very, very tiny, small in that trailer, but we're gonna let that slide. We're just gonna bob and weave here. Of course, we have here a Kangaskhan. The Kangaskhan line is Mega Evolution. Staryu, Starmie, of course. It'd be great to see Starmie get a Mega Evolution. For sure, we're gonna see new Mega Evolutions. We know that in Legends Arceus, they don't really. I think they gave us. How many did they give us? Okay, the Pokemon Legends Arceus featured 242 Pokemon when it was released, and including 17 new forms of existing Pokemon and 7 new species of Pokemon entirely. So if this Pokemon game does anything like that, I'd be pretty okay with it. I mean, it is a small dex, but we are in a small environment with Lumio City. Of course, we've seen some of these areas. They don't seem like very gigantic, large areas. I mean, we're talking about ponds and like freaking construction sites and parks. I'm not sure like how big these areas can be and how much we can obviously how much area we'll have to explore, but we'll have to wait and see for the game. Of course, nobody knows. So we go up to Pinsir, which also has a Mega Evolution, and also Magikarp and Gyarados, which also has a Mega Evolution, and these 2 Mega Evolutions are not being counted here. We also have Eevee and all its evolutions by association. We saw the 3 first Cantonian evolutions. I do believe, I don't remember exactly if we've seen Espeon or not, but I know like Glaceon we haven't seen, but that one is included down here, as you can see. So we go to finally the Dragonite freaking line. Now, Dragonite is speculated to be having a evolution, Mega Evolution. People really want to see that. I'd be happy to see like I don't know, like a different version of Dragonite. I'd prefer it to have a regional variant than a Mega Evolution for Dragonite, to be honest. I love the look of Dragonair, and I think Dragonite itself looks pretty derpy. Not entirely sold on what they did with that, even though that was like 20 years ago or more. 27 years, I think it was. So now we have Chikorita, of course. Very, 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 people were hyped up about this, and Totodile as well. We know that Chikorita might have a fairy grass type evolution as Meganium, because of the fact that it learns, of course, a disarming voice now as a Chikorita, so that could be alluring to something. People have been talking about that. For Alligator, of course, people are speculating it's going to become a dark type. So water dark type. Personally, I'd like to see a water dragon type, but we'll have to see, just because of the fact that it learns Crunch and I think Bite, and so yeah. But it also learns Ice Punch, and I don't see it becoming in a, you know, I don't see it. But it is a staple move for him, Crunch. So it's very possible that it becomes a dark type. It makes a lot of sense. So we have Spinarak and also Ariados, of course, fantastic Pokemon there. Not a lot of representation for spider type Pokemon. We have Galvantula and Joltik, and I don't remember any others. I'm sure I'm forgetting some, but as far as spider Pokemon goes, this is the only two I remember. We also have Pichu, of course, Pikachu line. We have the Marip line, of course, with Ampharos' Mega Evolution, the Evolution, Steelix, Heracross, my boy, my Moxie boy. We also have here Houndoom and Houndour. We know that Houndoom has, which one is which? I forget which one is which. We know the evolved form does have a Mega Evolution, so it could be seeing that. We know that Tyranitar also has a Mega Evolution, and I see a lot of Mega Evolvable Pokemon, and I'm starting to think that perhaps they won't have them all, like all the Mega Evolutions. But it would be kind of silly for them to put them in the game and not have them Mega Evolve. Like, that would leave people like just longing so bad. Anyways, we got Gardevoir and also Gallade down here. So I think this is organized by Dex. So currently we're going through Gen 2 right here. That's a fairly small representation, but pretty good ones. Staple Pokemon. Houndoom seems to be making it a lot into games. So we know that it was in Scarlet and Violet just recently. So we have Mega Sableye and of course Roselia Buddew. So a lot of Buddews in the trailer there. People holding Buddews rolling on the floor, people kicking Buddews. I'm just kidding. Buddews next to Honda Civics, you know. They're everywhere. Anyways, so all of those Pokemon, Roserade, of course, gonna make a return for sure. One would expect, unless they add some feature that says, you know what? There's an energy in the air that Zygarde is like shooting into the atmosphere, and you know what? Your Pokemon can't evolve. So hopefully they don't do that as a means to stop Pokemon from evolving. Who knows, man? At this point, I'm kind of scared what they're dishing out, but we'll have to wait and see. We have Swablu, and of course it's Mega Evolution, another Mega Evolution. We're looking at least 10 Mega Evolved Pokemon here that can at least Mega Evolve. Have Barboach and Wishcash, of course. Absol. Absol, okay. Not a big fan of Absol. I know people are going to hate me for that. It's just my opinion. We have here Bagon and Salamence, Buddew, of course. Lucario, of course, the first Mega Evolution we even saw. And we have, of course, Hippopotaz and Hippowdon. We saw him use Stone Edge or whatever it was. I think it was Stealth Rock in the trailer, which looked pretty interesting. The combat in this game is looking to be very strategic and could have the potential to be very fun, actually. We'll have to wait and see. We also have Gallade, as I mentioned, and brings us to Tepig, the only non-Kantonian Pokemon of the starters. Pretty interesting choice here for Tepig, right? People are speculating a lot of Snivy. I heard a lot of the rumors. People were speaking a lot of Snivy. I heard most of them had Snivy in it, and it was actually Tepig that is in it. Emboar, if it were to Mega Digivolve, I'd say, phew. I don't think they're gonna get Mega Evolutions, to be honest. I think they're just gonna get a regional form of some sort, like you know, like we had in Legends Arceus. So perhaps this could become a Fire Steel type. I don't know, Fire Steel, Fire Ground. I mean, pigs are pretty grounded animals. No, I really can't. I really don't know where they would go with this. Fire Bug wouldn't make any sense. Fire Psychic could make sense. I mean, it's pretty different from firefighting. All right, but moving on, we know that Patrat is in there, so Watchdog is going to be there. Watchhog or Dog, I forget. We have the Sandile line, of course, and Trubbish, everybody's favorite Pokemon. Nobody cares. I mean, this guy has been getting a lot of representation since Gen 7. I mean, it's in Scarlet and Violet, I think. Is it in Scarlet and Violet? But it was in Galar. I know that it was in Galar. I remember there was one right outside the city. Always ran into it. We have Emolga here, and of course, one great beautiful line, the Litwick line with Chandelure. We know that they're going to be in there. I mean, I don't see Chandelure getting a Mega Evolution just because it's already pretty powerful, but who knows? Of course, we have Bumblebee. We saw a lot of him. It was like, I think it was like the first Pokemon we saw, no? In the trailer? I might be misremembering, but we have, of course, we have Bumblebee here, and we have the Fletchling, and I'm blanking on names here. Talonflame. Talonflame, of course, is a staple. He's in all of them, man. He's a great Pokemon. I mean, Fire Flying, amazing. Who doesn't want like a, like a portable Moltres? That's pretty cool. We also have Scatterbug here with Pavilion, of course. And from here, we're really hitting the Gen 6 decks. I mean, we haven't seen the fossil Pokemon, but other than that, and X and Y, of course, Pokemon Yveltal and Xerneas are not here. But also the starters and, no Fennekin, no Chespin, no Froakie. And we're also not seeing the fossil Pokemon in Tyrantrum and also Aurorus. So I think it's safe to say they're going to be here. I mean, if they make a Gen 6 Pokemon game and not add, like, at the very minimum, the Gen 6 decks, that would be, like, the complete Gen 6 decks, that would be pretty weird if you ask me, right? That'd be a pretty weird... I'm sipping on some water here. That'd be a pretty weird decision on my part. On my I think, at least. Of course, we have, going through the Gen 6 decks very fast, Pyroar, Flabébé line, Skiddo, and Go-Go. Pretty cool Pokemon that I think are severely underloved. Underrated. We have Pancham, fantastic Furfrou. And I believe all of its haircuts are in this. We know we've seen at least one or two. At least one we've seen. I'm pretty sure we've seen two. We have Esper and the two Meowstics. Fantastic. Honedge, people love it. Of course, Spritzy and Swirlix. Fantastic Pokemon. I mean, nobody really cares, but I don't know. I don't care too much for these Pokemon. They're not very useful competitively. I mean, I think they got like thrown into Gen 6 decks because they're fairy types and they had to make like fairy type Pokemon. I get it. I mean, they're all right. I think they deserved, both of them deserved like a final stage evolution, like a third stage evolution. That could look pretty cool, That could be pretty OP as well. If we see something like that, that'd be great. We have Inkay. Get ready to flip your Switch around. Or Switch too, you never know. And we have Skrelp, one of my favorite Pokemon, actually. I love Skrelp and Dragalge. Don't ask me why. I mean, the thing looks dead. It looks like somebody stepped on it, but that's fine. And we have Clauncher and the Launcher Crab. I forget this dude's name. I really can't remember. It is, I always forget this guy's name. Corfish? No. Crabfish? No, I forget. But anyways, you know which one I'm talking about. Clauncher here. We also have Nymphia, the Japanese name of Sylveon, which I actually prefer the Japanese name, so I stick to that one. So don't care too much for the for that evolution of Eevee. I think it looks I don't know, it's a bit too fluffy for me. I hope we would see something. If we see an evolution, I hope it's something like more action oriented, I guess. This thing looks like it's, I don't know, it looks like it belongs in a pageant, but there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just not my style. We also have here freaking Hawlucha, everybody's favorite bird Rey Mysterio. We also have Dedenne, Pikachu clone, of course, and who knows, we'll see the Gudra form. I don't know. We might see the Legends Arceus Gudra form, the snail one. I don't know. It might be on there. It might not be on there. To be honest, I have zero expectations when it comes to that. I think perhaps they could. I think it's a 50-50. I mean, if they have confirmed it, I don't think it's been confirmed at all. Nah, nothing's come out about that. I don't think so. Not even the website. So, I mean, there's a good chance we might see it, but I really think they're just going to focus on new Mega Evolutions, perhaps new starter. We don't know for sure if the starters are going to get new forms, but I'm pretty sure. I think it's a pretty given that Legends Arceus had him. So I think they'll follow the template for Legends Arceus and just kind of go like very similar to what they did with that game in terms of new Pokemon newcomers coming and new evolutions and things of the sort. But they are adding Mega Evolution, which is pretty different from Legends Arceus. So we'll just have to wait and see. We also have Klefki. If you're like me, you never know where your keys are. This is your best friend. You Noibat and Noivern, of course, and also we have Zygarde 10%, 50%, and Optimus Prime. So there you have it, guys. This is the complete 140 Pokemon that have been confirmed as of now for Pokemon Legends EA. Are you guys excited for this game? And I know we took quite a while to get through those, but there we go. I hope you guys are excited. I am excited. Let me know in the comments which of these Pokemon are you most excited for. I'm really excited for the starters, to be honest, and their new forms. I love these 3 starters. I love Totodile, I love Chikorita, and I love Tepig. I'd say Totodile would be my pick, but what will your pick be? Let me know, and thank you so much. It's been great being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.